Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Shark House Entertainment and I'm your host, Brian Gatto. And we just got out of seeing Primitive War. Now, who am I talking with?
Mom?
Momster, that's right. We haven't done one of these in a long time. We were going to do it as a video on camera, but we're driving back home now. It's pretty late. But we just got out of seeing Primitive War. I had just finished reading the book at the theater. We were in the parking lot while I finished it. The book is amazing. There's so much gruesome carnage. The characters I deeply cared about. The action wasn't plentiful. I'll get more in depth into the review of it later on in a different video. But for now, let's ask, what did you think of Primitive War, Momster?
I thought it was really good. I thought that it was suspenseful. It had good special effects. Everything looked not really CGI. You felt for the characters. The whole story, it was very, very good. I'm glad we went to see it.
Yeah, there were some times I was kind of worried that will the effects will they hold up well for this kind of action set piece. The film cost around $7 to $12 million, so it really stretched its budget. Not only were the special effects impressive, but the sets like the base camp and the villages, they were really well done. There was a lot of fat cut out from the book, but that's not really a huge issue because you're trying to pace it for a movie. I do think it's worth seeing in theaters. Hopefully it gets a worldwide release. Right now I think it's only showing for 5 days. This is day 2. You have to go out and see it. We caught the 7 o'clock showing at the AMC theater. It was a lot of crazy fun. I'm very happy especially because I was worried that this was not going to be a gory action film because, you know, we've been burned by dinosaur movies before. Like, oh, we promised it's going to be darker, scarier, but never gorier. This had everything. It had bloodshed, it had scary moments, it had dark atmosphere. The sound design as well was impressive. Whenever they shot a gun, you felt like you were right next to them while they were shooting that gun. Or they threw a grenade or a dinosaur roared. You felt that vibration or whatever happened to make that sound. You felt it. It shook your whole body.
Oh, and they would add a little pop of humor once in a while, which was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't straight face the whole time.
No, just a little pop.
Yeah, and I also have to admit that whenever I watch a military action or horror film, it's always hard for me to decipher which character is who. Because the helmets. I know it's a funny thing, but I'm not good with faces. So, when this film, they pretty much had no helmets the whole time. Not that it's really a complaint or a gripe, it's just something that I personally can't do. But I do think that each character had their own little quirk. Every character from the book had the similar traits as their movie counterpart. They didn't shy away from certain things. Some things were less explained. There were some things that were not as detailed as the book, but you're going to have to expect that when you're going to see a movie like this. The movie is a little over 2 hours long, so they crammed as much as they could into that. There was definitely some blemishes, I should say, on CGI. Like the one thing we noticed, both of us, with the elephants. The elephants,
they could have left them out.
They could have left them out. They were definitely a little wobbly in the effect department. And it was I felt that it was because we don't know what dinosaurs actually looked like. Well, we know what elephants look like. We see them all the time on Discovery Channel and stuff like that. So you're kind of expecting it to look like one thing, then the visual effects are not up to snub on what you think an elephant should look like. So it's going to take you out of that immersion just a little bit. But
maybe one of the Triceratops had a little more CGI look, but overall I thought the CGI was really good.
Yeah, most of the effects, I would say like 90% of them were actually really well done. Like I said, the horror elements are really good. There's a lot of rain and wind and all that actions, and all that misty atmosphere, fog. So it really kind of helped hide the blemishes that could have been more prominent if they had it in broad daylight. But even when they were in broad daylight, they didn't look half bad.
I think that some of the movements of the dinosaur were different than like Jurassic Park, but to me they felt more realistic, like the pterodactyl, stuff like
Oh, the Quetzalcoatlus, yeah.
It looked more real. It was kind of freaky a little. I really enjoyed that because it was a different take than what I've ever seen on them.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
there's a kill with them where if you're not paying attention to like a certain part of the screen, it happens so fast. I didn't catch it until like it hit, the impact hit with the Quetzalcoatlus, and I was like, damn. The scene with the Spinosaurus is really good. If you don't watch the trailer, if you don't want to be spoiled on that little jump scare they had, I saw it coming because I saw the trailer, but it was really well done regardless. I feel like it encapsulated what the book had and what it offered. There were points in the movie where I was like, I wish that was kept in from the book, but again, you can't really blame the movie for that. You can only fit so much into 2.25 hours.
It's like the movie that I wish that Jurassic Park would have made.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was really good, and I kind of wish that Jurassic Park would stop recycling and maybe come up with an idea like this. So I'm glad that Primitive War had something, I guess you'd say similar, because it's dinosaurs and stuff like that, but it wasn't like watching Jurassic Park again. It wasn't like that at all. I didn't feel like.
Yeah, I mean, like the new Jurassic World Rebirth was pretty decent, but you could tell that we're cutting corners on the visceral action and the intensity because you got to market it to kids.
And recycling, yeah, same idea. Which,
yeah, and
to me, I just don't think you should do that again. You should just keep that series the way it was.
Yeah, and then also they at first I was worried because the trailers weren't too gory, or there was no like indication that it'd be rated R.
It was pretty good.
The movie's not rated yet. It'll definitely will get an R rating if it does get one. But as soon as the first F-bomb hit, I'm like, oh, they only got one more chance, and then you say one more F-bomb, you gotta get an R rating, and there it was. There's a lot of F-bombs in the first half, I have to say. A lot of cursing, which, if you don't mind that, it's fine, but it was kind of excessive in some parts. Not that it's really a huge detractor for me, because also back then, a lot of people were cursing during that area, during that time, because they're under so much stress. There's just lots of F's, and
that wasn't the biggest thing for me. I hope it stays rated R because
it's gonna be rated R, yeah.
Because of the effects of the kills and stuff. And to me, I think that's what people want to see. Older people want to see in a dinosaur movie. I don't want to see Jurassic Park again. I've already seen that a million times.
Yeah, it's like when they made Mortal Kombat in 1995, and during that time, the game was popular for kids. So they didn't want to be an R-rated martial arts action movie, so they made it PG-13. Decades later, they made the new Mortal Kombat. They knew their fans were older now, so they made it rated R.
I agree. I think that it should be rated R, and I think that they'll draw a lot of the Jurassic Park people in.
Oh yeah, for sure. People who want some gory, like the original Jurassic Park book was very graphic, and this was more in line with that. Like if you've never really seen a talon or a sickle claw from a Utah raptor slice someone open before, you see it here. It's very visceral, and it was actually a very intense scene where that happened.
And it was kind of surprising because we are so used to those tame movies with dinosaurs in it that we've been had to watch with kids. So now it's like you're like, wow, okay, that's pretty gross, but that's what should be looking like all the rest of the time.
Yeah, I don't think there was any kids at our theater, was there?
No, but then again, if you have an older kid, I don't think it's that bad.
Well, I mean, the cursing would be a bit much. I would say like 10 to 12.
Yeah, I wouldn't do young kids.
No,
but
like this day and age, kids are swearing at age 8. Come on now.
I mean, if you have a problem with that, just don't let your kids see it. I mean,
yeah, you don't complain to the makers of the film about it. Like
yeah.
some people have done. Not for this one, but other films.
No, you want them to see something more tame, then go with Jurassic Park. You're not going to lose with Jurassic Park.
That's a good thing. You got both options.
Yep.
The music was good too. I couldn't tell if some of the songs were cover songs. Like they did covers, they wanted to pay a hefty fee for the copyright, for the licensing.
I'm pretty sure that some of it was original, and they got permission. It looked like at the end. I was watching the credits.
Yeah, I did too. I saw they had Creedence in there, which was in the trailer, but I was like, they had 2 Creedence songs. I was like, oh.
That was nice too because that was very popular back in that time period.
Yeah,
it was good that they were able to capture some of that same music to help create the feel.
And they played the perfect songs too. Fortunate Son and Running Through the Jungle. Which, of course, that scene with them running through the jungle with that song played, I thought that was so funny. Like they're just trying to avoid the dinosaurs. Every turn they made, they was like, "Nope, can't go that way. Nope, can't go that
I
way."
know. It was really good. Some of it kind of made you giggle a little bit. Some of it was just a very quick giggle because of something they said, but
Yeah.
some of it was like that running through the jungle part. So I definitely think it's a good movie to see for sure. I think you should definitely support it.
Yeah, if it gets a wider release, definitely check it out. It's not going to be like the. It's not going to beat the first Jurassic Park, but I honestly think, in my own honest opinion, it's probably better than any of the sequels. I like the first three of Jurassic Park a lot. Jurassic World has a special place in my heart, but it's not the greatest film ever. I like the new Jurassic World Rebirth enough, but the last two before that were just trash.
I don't love those, yeah.
But Primitive War, I think, is definitely up there. And it's hard to tell because I did see those first three Jurassic Park films when I was a kid. So it's hard to kind of turn the nostalgia goggles off. But I feel like if I revisit this enough, it'll rank higher in my ranking. I mean, it'll go higher in my ranking than I actually honestly would have expected. I did hear good reviews beforehand, so I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be a good time. And I'm happy I went to go see it tonight.
I think the first two Jurassic Parks were the best.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And yeah. Well, they were both directed by Steven Spielberg.
Right.
So.
But then I felt like it just got to be a little too much for me. But I did like Primitive War. So.
Yeah, you finally got its name right.
I know. So I think you should definitely go see it, promote it. I hope that they make some other movies.
They're sequels to the book.
Nice. But I hope they make some other movies that have a little
Take
bit
that
more
risk.
edge to it,
Yeah.
so that they can appeal to the audience that's grown up with them.
Yeah. And congratulations on getting the name right. We've tried it
I know.
twice on the way to the theater. She's like, "What are we going to see again?" Primitive War. Right when we pulled up, what are we going to see? Primitive War. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm tired. And I kept wanting to say Prometheus. I know it wasn't that, but for some reason I kept wanting to say that.
Well, it's fun to say that more than Prometheus. Alright, well, that's good for this video, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Momster, for taking me, and happy Memoirs with me.
You're welcome.
And make sure to like, comment, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page, support me on Patreon. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And check my book, Saurian Safari Carnivores. I have more dinosaur content coming out. I really enjoy writing dinosaur stories more than I thought I was going to. So it really was a fun experience to write those. So definitely check them out. The links will be in the description and in the comment section below. They're all on Amazon. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always,
Subscribe.
subscribe.